Hey everyone, Josh Martinez here, and welcome to this week's idea. So this week's idea is Bitcoin on a monthly time frame, and then we'll break it down to a smaller time frame. So let's get started from the very beginning. On the monthly time frame, we like to look at the monthly time frame purely for direction. You kind of avoid a little bit of the market noise, today's movement, this week's movement, where when you go to a larger time frame, it's basically like pure price action movement. And you can see it's pretty straightforward. The market's making higher highs and higher lows, and buyers are currently in control. And unless Bitcoin is going to go to zero, the expectation is Bitcoin will have a full recovery, will have a new all-time high. When? Maybe this next year to 2 years, who the heck knows? But ultimately, the way it's designed with limited supply, lots of interest, it's very normal to expect this to rebound, just like what it's done prior, over and over and over again. So if you kind of take a look at what took place in 2017 into 2018, you had an 82% cut in the market. Then the market rallied to all-time highs. Then inside of 2021, the market sold off 55%, recovered all-time highs. Then the market sold off again, 78% all-time highs. Then the market sold off 30% all-time highs. And currently the market has sold off nearly 52%. And so like the market's doing exactly what it's been doing, and characteristic wise, everything looks pretty straightforward, right? So how do you analyze this? Well, I like Fibonacci's. So if I put on my Fibonacci sequence with one-click fibs, and I start from just this low, and I kind of let the Fibonacci's do its thing, we are 1, 2, 3 Fibonacci's in. We have a 5-0 retracement making the extension of the 1.618. And if I were to, if I were to put on the manual Fibonacci's and I kind of outline everything, what we have here is we have a stop placement at 11217, a limit placement at 167372, because that's the 1.61 extension. And so if you kind of measure from where we currently are now to where we expect the market to go, you're talking about like 148.69% bullish increase in the market, or over 99,000 ticks. Now, how do you trade this, right? Well, there's a couple things you could do. You just buy and hold now, right? Just go buy what you want, Bitcoin, and kind of, if you're willing to take on the risk, you look for 100+% return over time. Will it be overnight? No, of course not. If you're a futures trader, you can always trade the contracts or the micro contracts, go to the smaller time frame. So for me, I'm a futures trader, so I love going to smaller time frames. So all I would do is just go to a daily time frame, bring in a downtrend line, and then I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to say, okay, when or if Bitcoin gets back into the buy zone, breaks the downtrend line, that will let me know that the buyers are in control. And then when or if the buyers are in control, I'll just start looking for long ideas. This is really no difference than what you would have done back in April 2025. You'd wait for the market to break the downtrend line, get into the buy zone, then take advantage of the bullish momentum. It's kind of like the story of what Bitcoin does, right? You have your retracements, you wait for the market, get into the buy zone, and then you take advantage of these little pops. And so that's, that's for like day trading, short-term swing trading, and that's really what it comes down to. Buy when the buyers are in control, and then you'll get it right a handful of times, you get it wrong a handful of times. Have good risk management. Don't risk all your money in a single trade, but there really is no difference than what we saw the last handful of times. We're going to be waiting for the same exact setup here. So that's going to be a total of what? 161% increase in 2023 from the counter trend line break. The 62% increase from 2024 counter trend line break, and 49% increase from 2025 counter trend line break. So like expect the same thing type of scenario. Now, is it guaranteed to go up? As we know, there's no such thing as a guarantees, but this is what we're looking at, and that is this week's idea. For those of you that would like to take a look at this post, I went ahead and posted it on my platform on tradingview.com. If you have tradingview.com, what you can do is towards the top, there's a little search button, right? And you can type in my name, Joshua Martinez, all one word, no spaces, no nothing. I got nearly 6,000 followers, be great. You can kind of break 6,000, be great. However, you click on here, what it will do is let you know, my research. You get my stops, my limits, you get my write-ups, and so on and so forth. All right, everyone, understand there is risk involved in trading. You should never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Always keep risk management in mind. Understand we are not CTAs, which stands for Commodity Trading Advisors. And what that means, what we shared with you is research. What you do with this information is completely up to you. There are no guarantees. 100% are absolutes. Past performance does not guarantee future results. There is always risk involved in trading. If you're not comfortable managing risk, don't be a trader. Look at us like a newspaper. We'll share you this information, but what you do with that information is completely up to you. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and that is this week's idea.